up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello to each and every one of you, and I mean that with all sincerity. Good to have you here for this matchup tonight. San Antonio Spurs against the Kings in Sacramento. And for Sacramento, they've been going through a bit of a rough stretch. They're struggling through some mid-season doldrums at this point. It's been a ragged patch of the schedule for them lately. You look at the pace of De'Aaron Fox. Kenny with the ball in his hands. Might he be the fastest player in the league end to end?
Man, he reminds me of myself so much. Guys, I tell you, he just does.
What? But he's a male?
No, his speed up and down the court. You know, I was the Jet. John Wall, too, another guy.
You're not buying it either, right?
Teams want to play fast now. You can put your tempo as well as anyone thinks about it. That's how fast he plays.
Wow.
Yes. You want me to do it again?
Do it again.
Teams want to play fast now. He can put your tempo as well as anyone that gives you a complete player.
Wow.
That'll do it for now. Both teams ready. Can I have Kevin Harlan?
Wow. You guys are unbelievable.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, "I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the four guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots." Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Kings. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. And, of course, there's the Spurs, 7 games back.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
And the starting group for the Spurs, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. White is out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And for Sacramento, Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Len out there with Bagley, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. So Sacramento will get the first possession. Pass to Len. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So do people know what encyclopedias are? But
I can picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches, is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter can we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Aldridge against Bagley. They get a hand on it. Fox with the steal. A finish, and it's Fox with the jam.
I'd like to see Fox with that fast, quick decision on the defensive end of the floor.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Murray surveying the D. Aldridge wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside, Fox. Bogdanovich against DeRozan. Back to Fox. Over Murray. That's good from Fox on the assist from Bogdanovich. Fox has got 6.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Doubled by Fox. Murray, the pass to Pirtle. To stop the run. Len grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Fox in the corner. It's Healed. Softly drops in the floater.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
San Antonio with the ball. Searching for their first points of the game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And here are some numbers on Fox. How last month turned out for him, averaging 21 points per game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Now here's Healed following the miss by DeRozan. Healed kicks to Len. Oh, Healed in position. And stolen by Aldridge. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Poke loose, and the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Now some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. In the third spot, DeMar DeRozan.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And when they get to those sweet spots, you can just count it. Each one of them is capable of having that kind of night where it looks like the bucket is about 5 feet wide for them.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in his last outing. Pirtle, the pass to Aldridge. Over Bagley. Trying to get something going. Offensive rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Healed. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Hill. 4th in free throw percentage, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Now here's White. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Here's Fox, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Down by 12. Shot clock at 5. Knocked away. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Pirtle up and in on the layup.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
Now, here's Fox. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Miami.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Bogdanovich against DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
On the wing, Hield. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Spurs trail by 10. White, wide open. He fires. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Yeah, not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. And yes, it's good. White's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the pass to Len. Hield outside. And just miss after miss right now.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Hield's center of gravity stays low on his drive, which invites the contact, in my opinion. Very tough to defend him cleanly.
The Kings shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw drops for Hield.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Pirtle. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Both free throws good from Hield. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
Now here's Mills. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Parker's checked in for the Kings. Joseph comes in for Buddy Hield. Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, and you spent many seasons watching him very closely. From year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills, now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
And that one misses.
Really a great free throw shooter. It's unfortunate Mills gets to the line infrequently, partly because of the minutes.
The Spurs making a switch here. Isles checked in. He hits the second from the line. Kings leading now by 4. Outside, Fox. Parker outside. The 3 from Joseph. Rebound, San Antonio. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. And that sticks with you a little bit.
And he gets the bucket.
Barnes pretty much at ease from that spot on the floor.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Now here's Mills, guarded by Fox. Gay against Parker. Gay kicks to DeRozan. Offline with his 3. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. They lead by 4. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Parker outside. Dishes to Barnes. No good on the triple. San Antonio's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. DeRozan surveying the D. That evens the score. DeRozan's got 8 points.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Parker. Crafty move. Rebound, San Antonio. And Mills kicks to Forbes. Pass to Wiles. And here's Mills. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Here's DeRozan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Sacramento's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. It's good. Bagley's got his second bucket of the night.
Going to have to do more to shut down Bagley.
And San Antonio shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Here's DeRozan. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Fox. 8 points for him. Parker outside. Barnes outside. Pass to Joseph. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Now, here's Fox. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And here's Mills for three, and that one is off. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Barnes passes to Parker. Back to Joseph from 17 feet out, and it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Yes, that goes in.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Fox dishes to Bagley, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Mills. And it's Bjelica with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A three from Gay. It's good from long range. Gay's got 5 now.
Wow, when Rudy Gay's connecting there, that's going to help out a lot. It really opens up the rest of the court.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for San Antonio. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be right back after this. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
The people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it. Not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Kent Bazemore is out there with Fox. Then it's Jabari Parker. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Bjelica in at the 4-man position. Now, here's Bjelica following the miss by DeRozan. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. The Kings trail by 7. Fox passes to Parker. Here's Bjelica. Gay with the defensive effort. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Kings. Lenz checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Harrison Barnes. Then for the Spurs, Pirtle comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. Now here's Murray. And it's Bjelica with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Derek White's checked in for Trey Lyons. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. With some arc, rejected by Len.
Well, putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Here's Bazemore, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, Bazemore showing what every lefty has, and that's craftiness. Just uses his body very well and takes smart shots within the offense.
Now here's Bellinelli. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And so Bazemore nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Murray kicks to White, passes it to Gay. Bazemore against Bellinelli. To the paint. Hurdle finds Murray. 5 to shoot. Hurdle inside. Len on him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Bogdanovic. Putting up about 10 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Bielitsa passes to Fox. Sacramento again missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's White. Banked in off the glass. White's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
That one goes in. Fox has got 10 points.
You see how dangerous De'Aaron Fox can be when he uses that speed.
And so it's San Antonio with it. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. Murray against Fox. 13 feet away. And it's San Antonio with another.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
At the top of the key, Len. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Over Bellinelli. Bogdanovic, no luck.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Well, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much.
I like how Rudy uses his athleticism to draw some attention. He puts the D in a difficult spot there.
On Hield, he's checked in for Fox. Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. Hield attacking. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Bogdanovic against Gay. Here's Pirtle. Connects on the open J. Pirtle's got his 2nd basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Bazemore. He has 5. Here's Hield. Knocked loose. Len dishes to Hield. Outside, Bogdanovich. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
Now Murray. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The pass to Purdy. Now the dish to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Gay. Second shot opportunity. And it's laid up and in by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his second basket.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Feeds it to Hield. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one drops. Sacramento making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. Both free throws good from Hield.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Murray with it. Picked up by Joseph. Gay with no one around. A three-pointer, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Gay.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Hield. Spurs leading by 4. Murray with it. Outside, White. Now here is Pirtle. Gay outside. Lock at 6. Aldridge against Bielitsa. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 points.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Joseph, the pass to Hield. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Hield plays with such drive and intensity at all times that he just can't help but create a foul shot with that opportunity.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. First one falls for him. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. And San Antonio also making a switch. Forbes checked in. Both free throws good from Hield. Here's Murray. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Joseph. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they continue the road trip heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Bagley with the bucket.
Working around the rim, Bagley a tough cover there because of his quickness.
Spurs leading by 3. Murray kicks to Pirtle. Aldridge up on top. Back to Pirtle. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Pirtle. Over Joseph. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Alex Len picks one up. And Murray winning second team all defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Jabari Parker's checked in for Len, and it's Barnes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Pass to Parker. Got a piece of it. Over Aldridge. Parker's shot is off. Spurs leading by 4. Gay in the corner. And the layup's good off the glass. Gay's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. A different look now for San Antonio. Trey Lyles comes in for Pirtle, and DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Rudy Gay. The Kings trail by 6. Barnes outside. He kicks to Heel. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here are the Kings now, following the bucket by the Spurs. On the wing, Heel. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Bagley knows in this offense you got to get out and run. Does a good job in transition.
And San Antonio has possession. 6-point game. Here's Mills. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here is Joseph. Right side Bagley. Over Aldridge. No good off the back of the rim.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Now here's Barnes. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And that's ferocious. Parker utilizing that vertical and that timing to perfection.
There's a minute 40 left in the second quarter. Here's Mills. 5 points in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here are some players that you want on the line as often as possible these days. For the past month, these are the leading free throw shooting 2 guards in the league. The 4th spot held by Buddy Hield.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a 3-point play the hard way.
And they have no issues with drawing that kind of contact. They're more than willing to put their bodies on the line, because as well as they shoot the free throws, they know these trips to the line will always pay off. Easy too.
Sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Pass to Aldridge. Now here's Lyons, covered by Parker. 1:04 left to play in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Forbes. Bangs home the trifecta. Forbes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Passes to Barnes. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Buddy Hield. And San Antonio with the change here too. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Drills it from outside.
The defense better recognize that Harrison Barnes more than capable from there.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Mills looking it over. Bagley with the block. And he recovers it. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Got to respect the take charge attitude that Barnes is showing right now.
DeRozan against Barnes. Now DeRozan from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He ended up with 19 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
When DeRozan gets it cranked up, this team flourishes. Strong off the dribble, really hard to check in ISOs, and when you do body up to him, he finds a way to draw fouls.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They're getting out-rebounded by a Shaq-sized margin, really big. From the get-go, they did not show enough effort. Usually when you're being out-rebounded like that, you're 10, 15 points behind, so things could definitely be worse.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Spurs leading by 5. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. DeJounte Murray is out there with Bellinelli. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanović really in attack mode here tonight.
And San Antonio has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Murray the pass to Aldridge. Bogdanović against DeRozan. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hield. The rebound by the Spurs. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. White, he's checked in for San Antonio. And San Antonio shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And Murray, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now, here's Bogdanović. Here's Len again, Sacramento.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Spurs leading by 3. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Chalk up 2 there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
San Antonio with the ball. They lead by 1. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pirtle with the ball. 5 points in the game. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Aldridge. Len grabs the board. Len's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lobbed up there for Fox. DeRozan against Bogdanović. DeRozan dishes to Murray. Inside. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Murray. 10 points for him.
The attacking, aggressive mindset. You get it right there from Aldridge. In that area, he's focused, and he scores.
It's Bogdanović on the wing. Back to Fox. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Kicks to Bogdanović. Hield outside. The 8-footer. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 3 on the basket from Len.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter that close. Len being aggressive right now every time he's getting the ball in the paint.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And Murray, here we go. Out to White. It's stolen by Hield. Here we go, 1-on-1. And finished off by Bagley.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. outside DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Now, here's Fox. 12 points for him. Here's Len, again, Sacramento.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. There's the pass to Purtle. Fox with the steal. Here's Bagley. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bagley's got 4 points this quarter.
Kind of nights that gets the front office very excited about Bagley's future.
San Antonio trailing here. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa comes in for Bagley, and it's Kent Bazemore in for Buddy Hield. The Spurs also with the sub. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Stolen by Len, and now Sacramento on the break, and it's Fox with the jam.
De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. Pass to Gay. Back to Murray. Aldridge against Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Kings leading now by 3. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Bazemore on the wing. To the middle. Here's Len. And Purtle pulls it down.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldridge has got 12 points in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Fox kicks it to Bazemore. Outside, Bogdanovich. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Purtle. White against Bazemore. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good. He's got 9.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Murray against Fox. Pass to Len. Outside, Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Gay. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Purtle. The tip in on the offensive rebound. Purtle's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Timeout called by the Kings. And some changes here for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Alex Len. Barnes comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Trey Lyles checked in for Jakob Purtle. Bellinelli comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White, and it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And here's a look at some numbers for Bagley.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
The first free throw is good.
And Parker continues to work, always wanting to get better. Always thought of as a high motor player.
He's off on the second.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Here's Gay. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Bellinelli. The pass to Mills. Pass to Wiles for the lead. The Spurs rebound. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Stupendous work by Bazemore to force the defense into him there. His skill set really presents a challenge to opposing defenders.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Bazemore nails both of them. Here's Mills. He's got 5. And the shot goes down. Mills has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And this is where Mills' strong ball handling ability comes in. A great dribble move.
Joseph finds Bazemore. And the layup falls. Bazemore has got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Spurs trail by 3. And here's Mills. He has 7. Wiles passes to Forbes. Floats one up. Here's Gay. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Joseph dishes to Barnes. Looking to get back on track here. Pass to Forbes. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Out to Parker. Pulls it up. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Parker liking to pull the trigger from that spot. That one got off pretty quick.
Spurs trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Gay against Barnes. Gay passes to Bellinelli. 5 on the clock. Over Bielitsa. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Joseph finds Bazemore. Parker with it. Here's Bazemore. 9 points in the game so far. Releases. Parker's shot is off.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Kings leading now by 3. Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got 11.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Mills. The Kings getting the bucket. Passes it to Lyles. Puts up a three. But they get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Oh, that's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lyles. And the Kings making a change here. Hield's checked in. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the Spurs. Left side, Joseph. The rebound by the Spurs. Lyles got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. DeRozan in the corner. And it's good for 2. DeRozan's got 23.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Parker's shot is off. And it's Mills with the ball for San Antonio. Gay can't get it to go.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
DeRozan against Hield. Now DeRozan. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Kings ahead, up 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
We're doing a better job of making shots.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Jabari Parker is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
And Parker has the mid-range shot going there, looking composed while he pulled the trigger. Love the in-between game.
Spurs trail by 7. And Mills kicks to Gay. Hield against Bellinelli. The pass to Lyles. Bagley with the block. Fox looking it over. Here's Hield. The 3 from Barnes. Kept alive. Bagley. The second chance effort. And Hield with the basket on the assist by Bagley. That's 12 points for Buddy Hield.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Mills. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And Patty's just so aggressive out there on the floor. It forces the defense's hand, constantly looking to get either contact or get himself to the free throw line.
Free throw good. Mills. The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Good on both. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Here's Parker, and it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Spurs trail by 7. Mills with it. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Like the execution on the floater there, Patty Mills is adept at measuring those difficult shots.
Fox passes to Bagley. Over Aldridge. Bagley, no good.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Back to Fox. Here's Bagley. The kick out to Fox. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
DeRozan against Barnes. Bellinelli trying to break loose, and it's Aldridge missing.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
Lenz checked in for the Kings. The Spurs also changing it up. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gay. White comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills.
Interesting how the year progressed for one Marvin Bagley, the former second overall pick in the 2018 draft. Got some increased playing time. His role shifted a little bit, and his confidence was on the rise. Played much better in the second half of the season.
And Sacramento has possession. After the basket by San Antonio. Len, good.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Now here's Murray. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. And stolen by Barnes.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Bagley finds Len. Over Aldridge. It doesn't go for him. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Outside DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. Pass to Pirtle. He kicks it to White. He feeds it to Aldridge. It's over Len, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Alex Len picks one up.
Well, so smooth in everything he does. Aldridge with the little up fake, and the defender overcommits. He takes advantage.
That free throw good from Aldridge.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Timeout called by the Kings. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, and it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Passes it to Len. Aldridge against Barnes. Len, and the dunk by Len.
It just doesn't happen all that often, but Len right now involved in this game in a big way. Big man coming through.
Spurs trail by 4. Murray outside. Now the pass to White. The shot missing. Great D that time from Bagley. Here's Barnes. Rebound San Antonio. Outside DeRozan. Good D by Barnes. Kings leading now by 4. Fox with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Here's Len. Rebound San Antonio. Pirtle's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's White. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Now, here's Fox. Healed outside. Land against Pirtle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barnes. Here's Len. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Oh, that was something else.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Spurs trail by 4. Here's Murray. He drains the quick shot. Murray's got 10 points in just the second half. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Fox. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
Spurs have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Murray with it. Now guarded by Fox. Murray, no good. Kings leading now by 4. Here's Hield. And he banks in the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And San Antonio shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And it's Murray penetrating. Second chance shot. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Land's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And finished off by Bagley.
You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
Here's Murray. Out to White. There's the 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
Now here's Barnes. Outside, Fox. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Now here is Aldridge. DeRozan on the wing. 6 to shoot. Len grabs the board. Len's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Fox. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Fox has got 12 points here in the second half.
Harrison Barnes out there looking to involve his teammates on that play.
And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Bagley, no good. Spurs trail by 9. Here's DeRozan. Sweet little floater. DeRozan's got 27.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Barnes outside, dishes it to Bagley. Fires for 3, and there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Bagley. And that's 12 points for Barnes.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
And here is Murray. Outside, White. Pass to Pirtle. Lets it go with a 3. Len grabs the board. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Kings leading now by 10. Outside, Fox. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And that free throw good from DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Sacramento leading by 11. Fox passes to Bagley. And they're moving it up. A floater. Here's White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Here's Fox. Down low, here's Len. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from DeRozan.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're leading by 8. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Marvin Bagley.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight.
6'11", showing he's got a J. Marvin Bagley can be an offensive problem.
Spurs trail by 10. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. They've led by as many as 14 points. Bogdanovich looking around. Here's Bagley. That one doesn't go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Murray against Fox. Pass to DeRozan. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Unloads. Here's Aldridge. San Antonio again missing. Kings leading now by 8. Fox goes in, and he makes that one.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Sacramento.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Marvin Bagley.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And it's White missing. Murray against Fox. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bagley against Aldridge. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich from 10 feet out. Tries again. Bagley the pass to Len. Healed against White. Back to Len. Over Pirtle. And it's Len. That time on the assist by Heald. And it's a 12-point Kings lead.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.